You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got some hot new spoilers for February sweeps about crazy Jordan Howard, Nikki Newman, and everyone in the family that's got something to fear from that crazy woman. So this story is far from over. I know it looks like it's wrapping up, but not yet. So let's dig in and unpack what actress Melody Thomas Scott said in a new interview, but please also subscribe if you haven't already. So it seemed like a speedy resolution when the cops arrested Claire Grace at the lake house in Oregon, and then they arrested Jordan, like a week or so later, when she lured Nikki to the abandoned fishing cabin after she kidnapped Claire. We had a little brief pause between the two, and with Jordan in jail facing a family worth of attempted murder charges, definitely seems like she's done. Only that's not true. That's not how it's going to go. Not at all. So in a recent interview with Global TV, Melody Thomas Scott, who plays Nikki, had lots to say about what's ahead. And yes, there is more ahead. First, she said that she would have been disappointed if the Jordan story ended when the family got out of the lake house, a little worse for wear, but alive. And then we got the other little cabin scene, and there's more coming. So Melody Thomas Scott said, blessedly, it is not over. But given other recent storylines, it wouldn't be surprising if it had ended that abruptly, you know? The whole Jeremy Stark thing had a very rushed and kind of somewhat unsatisfying ending, when I think that character had a lot of potential. And when Lyndon Ashby came back as Cameron Kirsten, it was a 15-episode speed train of a storyline. He showed up, sent some Mickey gifts, killed a cat, kidnapped Faith, and then was pushing up daisies in what was 3 weeks worth of episodes. It was honestly too fast, but maybe that's all the time Lyndon Ashby had because he's a very busy working actor, and he did the little return arc because his wife Susan Walters is on Y&R playing Diane Jenkins. So that's why. And when they landed Colleen Zenk, who is sensational, to play Jordan, and then she wound up arrested pretty fast, my reaction was, are we done already? I love her. So I'm thrilled to share that there is more to come, and it's coming very soon for February sweeps. So the actress said in the next few weeks, you're going to see that the terror that Jordan brings has been intensified. The threat of Jordan is not over, not by any means. So right now, Jordan's in jail awaiting trial, and we already got a little hint of what's to come last week when Claire asked her parents to facilitate a visit with her lunatic aunt so she could get some closure. The dialogue was pretty interesting, and I think it definitely foreshadowed what's ahead that's now been confirmed by Melody Thomas Scott. Like when Jordan complained they were treating her like a criminal in the jail, she clearly thinks she did nothing wrong. And then she said that she put Claire first all of her life, and that's why she's in jail now. She was continuing to gaslight her great niece that she kidnapped as an infant. Jordan also insisted she's innocent, unlike the other bad people in the jail. And she tried again to poison Claire's mind against the Newmans, and Claire told her great aunt she's a monster who haunts her nightmares and she's never, ever going to see her again. And that's when Jordan made threats and said she has plans and tells Claire, you chose the wrong side. So that doesn't look good. So it's going to be just a few weeks and we'll find out what Jordan's plans are. And I'm certain it involves violence, mayhem, and tormenting Claire and Nikki and the other Newmans. Clearly, Jordan's insane in the membrane. She's beyond help at this point, but she is coming back. So in the meantime, before Jordan breaks out for her grand finale of revenge, Nikki is still struggling with her sobriety. Melody Thomas Scott said that Nikki tries to deal with this sobriety crisis on her own, but that usually doesn't work out very well. Also in the interview, the Nikki actress raved about working with Hayley Erin, who plays Claire, and of course Colleen Zenk, who plays Jordan, saying, I can't say enough good things about either of them. So she also asked, who's luckier than me? It's been a dream working with them. And while not giving too much away, Melody also said, I know this is not anywhere near over and I can't wait. So right now, Claire is ready to abandon her parents because she thinks she's too toxic for them and doesn't deserve any love or forgiveness or grace in her life. And I'm certain they won't take no for an answer and will keep showing up for her. And that puts them all in a position of vulnerability when Jordan breaks out of jail and inevitably comes for payback. I say breakout. There's no official spoilers saying that, but I'm assuming she will have to break out of jail because with all these criminal charges piled up against her, I mean, let me see, Cole, Victoria, Nikki, that's, and then kidnapping Claire, that's multiple charges of kidnapping, multiple charges of attempted murder. That's not the kind of thing you even get bail for. Plus, the crimes she committed were against a very powerful family, the Newmans. So I don't think before February sweep she will have a trial and, you know, maybe an arraignment, but she's not going to walk away from her day in court a free woman. Not at all. We will see how it goes, but I was very, very excited to find out that this was not done. I was kind of worried after that showdown the other day between Claire and Jordan that they might just, you know, write Colleen out and then come back and say, oh yeah, you know, she's been convicted, blah, 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 because they don't do a ton of courtroom scenes on Young and the Restless. It's pretty rare. Every couple of years, 2-3 years, they'll do one. It just depends if a front burner main character is charged with something, but it's not a routine thing for them. And I'm sure it's expensive to do. I feel more like that we're going to have Jordan break out of prison, come for them, and maybe wind up dead. You know, Nick has a bad habit of killing people that mess with the family. He always says it's on accident, but he's got those big old meat hook hands. So maybe Nick the Stick takes her out. I'm kind of hoping it's Adam that takes her out, just, you know, to be a hero for the family. I think that would be really cool. All right. So there is more Jordan murder and mayhem to come. What do you guys think? Are you excited that there's more of Colleen Zenk as Scary Jordan ahead for February sweeps? Let me know what you think. Drop your comments. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already and come back soon. We're here talking Y&R 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.